2 minutes and 54 seconds for the Florida Storm to try and find a miracle here. Down 24-12. Haven't found the end zone all night, but they are going to get the ball back with 3 timeouts. Michael Torillo and Eddie Gage bringing you the commentary for this one. And we do have to say a big shout out to Jacob Clear, who is doing our live stats tonight and keeping us up to date with all the relevant information.
Florida is going to be forced to play the hand that they're dealt here. They got a massive defensive line that's been giving Ron Cochran problems all night long, and they have to throw deep into a vicious secondary.
Cochran alone in the backfield for the first time this evening. 4 receivers to aim at, plus the tight end. He's going to take a 5-step drop, fire over off the shoulder of the defender, and almost intercepted. As the Storm are probably lucky that they're going to be lining up on the offensive side of the ball the next play.
Yeah, that play might have just sealed it if they found a way to come up with that pass.
Fire Dog in the chat at twitch.tv/FTFnext says, someday I will get to be on the field. Head to our website. That's simulationfl.net. Join our Discord server. Players get signed every week here in the SFL. Catch is made, but going the wrong way was the receiver. That was P.J. Hernandez, his first catch of the evening, but it sets him back at a 3rd and 13 with the clock running. Cochran, short pass near side and getting bottled up after getting 4 yards.
Somehow got out of bounds there.
Got out of bounds to stop the clock, but it is a 4th and 7, and
Might
as well be 4th and ball game here.
Yeah, they don't come away with this, and it's going to be looking real bleak for them.
Cochran standing alone in the backfield. Ball at the 33-yard line. 7 yards to extend the game, and it is tipped and intercepted. A 3rd interception of the night for Alex Bond may have just sealed it for the Florida King, or the Jacksonville Kings.
Ron Cochran was hit just as he let go of that ball, and Alex Bond comes away with a pick. You know, you hate to say it, but you rather that one hit the ground, but tell that to him. He's playing a 1-year contract. He wants that ball.
J.R. Lawless, the linebacker, deep in coverage, batted it up like a volleyball set, and it floated right down into the hands of Alex Bond. And interestingly, Jacksonville is not in a running formation here, as Christensen's going to be sacked on 1st down.
Why are they not running the ball?
I don't know. That was Alex Dominguez back there for his 3rd sack of the night, up to 3.5 total.
The fans are asking the same question.
That is the 2-minute warning. We'll keep it with you until the end of the ball game, as the Storm now need some pretty big luck. They need a turnover.
They need a miracle.
Interception, as you stated numbers on Christensen. 223 yards tonight.
He's all in here. Hopefully not to a pass.
Well, this time they've got 2 behind him. They're going to hand it off to Willis, and Willis gets bottled up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 14 upcoming as the Storm blow their first timeout.
2 timeouts remaining, 3rd and long. It's not, they got to find a way to get off the field here and get our offense a chance. It looks slim, but there's always hope. Wow, they're going to spread them out wide.
15. Florida trying to get off the field and preserve some semblance of hope for this ball game. It's going to be a run up the middle. Jared Willis, he almost got there. He was only short by 2 yards. Another timeout used by Florida, their 2nd. And it looks like the punting unit will be on the field for Jacksonville, and down by 12. Florida will get the ball back with just 1:51 to go and 1 timeout.
Jacksonville actually ran a trap play there, and the left guard got a hand on two would-be tacklers to give him an opportunity there to get that first down.
Punt away from McCoy. Bounces at the 10 and pops
Great
straight
punt.
up into the air. Beautiful punt down at the 8. So Florida is going to have to go the length of the field twice in the last 1:43 to get back into this ball game.
With 1 timeout remaining.
And against a defense that has been shutting them all game long.
Yeah, at this point, the defensive backs are back there salivating because they know opportunities are coming.
Cochran, middle, knocked away, intended for Merrill. And it was Sir Chappelle, a name we haven't called much tonight, on the deflection. And if you're a safety or a corner, and your name doesn't get called that much, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing. That means they aren't targeting you. Because they're also calling your name if you're getting beat.
Another short slant, good. Complete for a first down to the 20. Pass complete to Stephen Bush. Only his 4th catch of the game. Moving in the pocket is Cochran. A floater is knocked away by Chappelle. His 2nd knockdown in 3 plays. 2nd out of 10. 1:22. That does stop the clock.
Once again, he had to sidestep to elude the rush. And like I said, that secondary back there, they're just salivating because they know the ball has to be thrown deep. He has to take chances, and they're back there just waiting to add their name to the stat sheet.
Cochran, deep pass, knocked away again, 3rd and 10. Coming up next for these two teams, Jacksonville, they continue their rough start to the season. They're at Seattle, the last season runners-up. And Florida heads out west as well to take on the Las Vegas.
Brutal part of the schedule.
1:18 to go. Another moving throw from Cochran. Oh, he completed it to Bush. Unreal. He jumped in the air and threw it across his body 30 yards down the field.
Jacksonville came out in press coverage, and they also brought the blitz. And Ron Cochran saw that as well. He was able to sidestep the defender and get up off a beautiful pass just over the outstretched hands. Oh my God. That was highlight reel worthy right there.
I think if Florida learns anything from this game is to give Stephen Bush more targets. He's been dynamite on the receiving end tonight. 1:13 to go. Cochran, short drop, fluttering pass over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Galliano.
Pressing his face once again.
The pain line of Taquan Hale, Hunter Norwood, and Kevin Bain consistently in Cochran's lap from the word go tonight. .52 yards to go. Florida on the 48-yard line. Cochran again hit as he threw. He completed it for a loss of 1 to Connor Weston. He does go out of bounds to stop the clock with 1:06. 3rd down and 11.
Not only are the DBs back there salivating, but so is the D-line, because they can just ignore the run game and just peel their ears back and go after the quarterback.
A 1:06 to go in the ball game. Florida down by 12. Throw to the far side, caught. Oh, spinning away from a tackle and getting a first down. It's Stephen Bush again. Oh no, that's Galliano.
Galliano, he said, hey, don't forget about me. You guys picked me for a reason. Was able to get the first down and got a bounce to stop the clock.
First and 10 from the Kings, 41-yard line.
Press man again. They aren't getting away from it.
Jacksonville living and dying by the press man tonight. It's another short throw and a short drop and incomplete. Stephen Bush with coverage from Sir Chappelle.
Only good thing about that play is it stops the clock. Tight coverage all around.
Second and 10.
Second and 10 here.
Cochran,
Ron Cochran
oh.
again.
3 men in the backfield, and they're going to be forced to burn their final timeout as Weston was tackled inbounds. And a quick check of the Who You Got, our weekly game prediction game we got going on our Discord server, says that 153 people compared to 37 predicted the storm over the Kings tonight. Cochran deep, caught by Bush inside the 30th down, but under a minute to go now to the Jacksonville 27. And Cochran will spike it with 40 seconds to go.
Bush had 12 targets last week. I don't think he's quite that high this week, but he's making a name for himself since he got here from Tulsa.
Second and 10 from the Kings, 26-yard line.
Cochran stands it, almost throws a pick six as it was deflected by Bernard Gooden.
That was almost a thanks for coming, good night, and drive home safely moment right there, but he couldn't get the ball.
Third down and 10. The Storm at the Kings' 27-yard line with 36 seconds to go, down by 12. Cochran hit as he throws a long rainbow pass. Incomplete. It was bobbling on the hands of Succolomano, and it popped away from him and skirted to the turf. Fourth and ball game coming up here, 31 seconds left.
Jacksonville has taken a page out of Florida's defensive playbook because they continue to bring that weak linebacker on a blitz. Free play.
Jumps offside. Cochran to the end zone, intercepted, and it won't count.
Michael
Sprouse had the pick.
He's going to be livid when he finds out what happens here.
He is.
Oh, man.
Now, it's not going to give the Storm a first down, but it is going to give them another chance at this fourth down opportunity.
Michael Sprouse will get a game ball tonight. He's played optimistic about as well as I've ever seen anyone.
Yeah, kudos to Frank Gooden and his staff for putting together a fantastic game plan tonight to counter one of the most dominant teams in recent SFL history. And it's time! A sack is made, and that will be the ball game as the Kings take over. Kevin Bain, against his former team, slams the door shut.
What a way to wrap up this game. The defensive line for both teams came out and set a precedent. Played. Jacksonville was able to close the show with the defensive line, and this game is won by the defense tonight. I know the offense puts the points on the board, but the defense needs to get a game ball here. The defensive line came into play. Michael Sprouse came into play, and this game is all but over.
Week 2 of the SFL's 14th season wraps up tomorrow night as Carolina heads to New Orleans with Andy Hamilton and Stephen call, and St. Louis at London. It's Chris Curtis and Jeremy Vega on that one. Your final score: Kings 24, Storm 12. Jacksonville spoils the Florida homecoming, and with a masterful defensive performance, takes the victory. Eddie Gage, your thoughts?
My thoughts, as a defensive coordinator, offensive teams boost ticket sales, defensive teams win games. And that's exactly what happened tonight. Jacksonville came to play. Michael Sprouse covered Optimus Klein about as well as anyone in this league has ever done it throughout their career. The defensive line, he got great help from all night. I was waiting for the defensive line for one of these teams to get tired. That never seemed to happen. And Jacksonville played a wonderful game tonight. They were able to put up just enough points on offense to give this defense a break, kept them well rested, allowed them to come out here and eat. They did all night long with turnovers, interceptions, sacks all over the place. Jacksonville comes over here on the road and takes one away from the Florida Storm, ruining their home opener.
I have no doubt that Max Paul and company will bounce back. The Storm, a perennial powerhouse in the SFL, won't let this one phase them, but a home opener after, spending a bunch of seasons in Alaska, they finally come to their owner's hometown, and they can't get the win on opening night against their old nemesis as Jacksonville beats Florida 24-14. And this defensive performance by the Kings, Eddie, do you think it set the blueprint for maybe other teams to try and figure out this Florida offense as well?
I don't know about that. It's all about matchups. Jacksonville has, 6 defensive backs in the backfield. I mean, they have 2 free safeties, 2 strong safeties, so I'm not sure if anyone would be capable of putting on such a performance matched up with that defensive line they have back there. They pay those guys a lot of money, and they deliver. And I don't know if any other team in the league has that ability to do so. So we'll see. You have to play to your strengths. We'll see if people it tends to be a copycat league, as you said. But moving forward, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But I wouldn't put it past Mighty, as you stated, to make some changes and get this offense more productivity. 2 weeks in a row now, if they come out here to start this season, they haven't put up much points, which puts a lot of pressure on that defense. Trust me, I know all about that. And but I know he'll bounce back and find creative ways to get these guys open and get some more productivity out of them.
Christian Christensen is your player of the game, and for Eddie Gage and Jacob Stats, I have been your commentator, Michael Trillo, saying so long from South Florida, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Thanks for coming. Good night. Drive home safely.